So why am I reading? Oh, so he's not changing. I don't think that'll do it for me, partner. I don't think I'll do it. Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are gonna do my monthly wrap up. I feel like I wanna do these more often, so we're gonna start. And we're gonna talk about my September reads. I have all my September reads already down in my reading journal. You will see in a future vlog me doing my reading journal and how I do it. But we're going to talk about all the reads that I read in September. This month was a giant month for me because I got out of a reading slump and I read 9 books. I don't think I've ever read 9 books in 1 month in my entire life. It was a big month for me. So majority of these books I actually did read on my Kindle, but I do have 3 physical copies. So let's start with those. First, let's get the elephant out of the room. I did finish Heir of Fire. I read this majority actually on audio, but I do have the book. This book was a 4.5 star for me. It was a very good book. I actually enjoyed it as much as the other books. Maybe just a tiny bit more than the other books, but I've yet to find a 5-star in this series. I don't know if that's a me problem or not, because this is a very beloved series, but I'll keep you updated. I am taking a little bit of a break from this series, so maybe I'll get back. I have really high hopes for the next one though, because a lot of people say that this one and the next one are their favorites in the entire series. Next one is Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez. So I have a little bit of a history with this book. When this book came out in the summer, I immediately went and got it. Obviously, she's an auto-buy author for me, so obviously I went and got it. Then I saw all the negative reviews around this book, and I was like, what is going on? I started and stopped this book about 5 times. I thought maybe I should have just not bought this book, because maybe I don't like this book. No, I actually gave it a chance, and what is this book? A 5-star. This is a 5-star read for me. Gosh, I don't know what Abby Jimenez put in this book, but oh my gosh, I do not understand all the negative reviews around this book. I do not understand. I would recommend this book to anybody. It does have some heavy content. The mother around the main FMC in this book has dementia, and it's like a pretty progressive dementia. So there's a lot of like heartache and a lot of triggering things that could trigger some people, I guess. But this book I felt was so heartfelt and loving, tender, courageous. This book is just so good, and I recommend this if you need a good romance book that gets you in the feels. It's great. Also, I do live in Minnesota right now, and she is from Minnesota, and part of this book does take place in Minnesota, so there's a little bit of that in there that I was like, ah! Let me just like read you a couple of my highlighted clips, because I'm that person now. That there is nothing more beautiful than being a witness to someone's life. To know them inside and out and be with them through everything. Share the same memories. Memories are everything. I want that. Ah, that is so good. Because if you were my wife, you would be my world. Everything starts with you and ends with you. Everything else is just the stuff that happens in the middle. And if that doesn't make you want to fall in love with both of these characters, I don't know what will. I think about this book a lot. I love it so much. Moving on to actually a very similar context book. These 2 books I read pretty much back to back. They both deal with dementia in this book, which is interesting. This deals with it in a lot of a happier sense. This is Sounds Like Love by Ashley Poston. I absolutely adore Ashley Poston. All of her books are 5 stars for me. She's another auto-buy author. I don't know what took me so long to actually read this book, but oh my gosh, this book hit me like a truck. I love the magical realism in this book. This book surrounds two artists-ish. One is a songwriter and one is an actual like singer-songwriter. And yeah, you see her, she's going back home to her family. Her family owns a venue, like a concert venue in North Carolina, I think. She's going home and she finds out that their parents are actually going to close the venue. Her mom has dementia and is progressively getting worse, but she's still coherent and she still is very much in the early stages of it. Yeah, and you see her deal with all of her family stuff, but you also see her deal with the MMC and this love interest, and it's done so well. There's a magical realism in this book. She can hear this strange man's voice in her head, and they can communicate through their heads, and it's everything. One little line that he calls her is poetry in motion, and oh my gosh, that is just like the best compliment I think you can give a person. This is so cute that her mom says, "You should cry as much as you want. It's not a bad thing. It never is. Grief is just a love song in reverse." Like, girl, take me out. There's so many good things of how do you grieve somebody who's still alive. Oh my gosh, there's so many good moments in this book. There's a love story, there's grief. It deals with grief and love and tragedy and change. Change is a really huge theme over this book. And I just think Ashley Poston cannot write a book that isn't impactful. Let's move on to the books that I read on my Kindle. So one of the first books I actually read in a readathon that I did for here on YouTube. So if you actually want to hear my thoughts throughout the books I read for a 12-hour readathon, I ended up reading Divine Rivals and Ruthless Vows, and I believe I also read The Pumpkin Spice Cafe during that readathon. I'm gonna do a quick overview. I didn't finish Ruthless Vows in that readathon, but that duology, I don't think I've ever read a fantasy series that fast in my entire life. That duology is everything to me. I fell in love with everything about those books. Those books were so good. Divine Rivals was a 6-star read for me. I think about that book constantly. The vibes of the book, the content in the book, oh my gosh, the love story that you see throughout both the books is just so good. It's just, it literally is Divine Rivals, and you understand the names of both the books once you read them. They make so much sense. It's just so good. Those two books are so good. Divine Rivals is a 6-star read. Ruthless Vows is like a 4.8-star read for me. I couldn't give it a 5-star. There was a couple things in there that irked me a little bit. And I also just think in general, the first book was just perfection. Mwah. So good. I could talk about those books for ages. But if you want to see my experience reading them, you should go watch that readathon, so I'm not gonna talk too much about it. Also in that readathon, I believe I finished Pumpkin Spice Cafe. Really cute read. It was a book club pick on the book club I'm a part of on Libby, and it was really cute. I enjoyed it. It was a 3-star book. I can see myself rereading it every fall. It's like an insta love trope type of book, and really cute. Really cute. Not the best book I've ever read in my life, but it did the purpose it was served to do, pretty much. Then I ended up reading Wildcard by Elsie Silver when it came out. Now, listen, Wildcard is so many things. It was a 6-star. It was a 6-star. Now, the whole series is a 5-star for me. Not every book is a 5-star, but like the whole series in general is just amazing. It's the Rose Hill series by Elsie Silver. I love that series so much. It is such a good series. Okay, Wildcard. I finished Wildside. I believe I have a YouTube video where I am reading Wildside. And I looked up the next book, obviously, because I am interested and I would love to read the next book immediately. Found out it was coming out in September, and I read the synopsis and I was like, hold on, partner. Hold on. We have an age gap romance. Always a little iffy. And then we have a son's ex-girlfriend trope. And I went, I don't think that'll do it for me, partner. I don't think I'll do it. What did I do? I ate it up. I ate it up. That book is just, and let me tell you, when you read it, it sounds silly. Don't get me wrong. I was also judging it before reading it. But I think that you should not judge it as harshly as you think, because it makes so much sense. The way that she writes it, it makes so much sense. And these characters just deserve each other, and they deserve love, and it's crazy, and it's so good. Both the characters are so good. The whole series is so good. You see other characters from the series in it, and it's just, it's such a good way to wrap up the series. And I love this book. I think about this book a lot. It is so good. I need the full series on my physical shelf right now. They're on Kindle Unlimited, so I recommend, just like, if you have Kindle Unlimited, why not just try and read them? I got my sister to start reading them, so y'all should go read them because it's so good. And don't let it kind of skew you. It's really good. Just go in and read it. Just read it, okay? Thank you. I'm sorry, you hear Winnie just constantly. Now we're down to the last two books I read. I read Flawless by Elsie Silver. I know y'all are gonna hate me for this one, but I did not like this book. I did not like the main guy character, the MMC. I did not like. I thought he was a little crude. He was not it for me. There were some things that he said that I was like, oh, so he's not changing. Oh, so he's not changing. So why am I reading? And honestly, if I was dating that man in real life, I would be bye-bye. Bye-bye, get out of my life. No, thank you. No, thank you. But I will continue the series because the other brothers in the family do look like I would enjoy their company. 2.5 stars. I'm so sorry. So sorry to the Chestnut Spring fans in the crowd. I did not like the first book, but I will be giving it a chance. And the last book that I actually read in September and finished was The Honeycrisp Orchard Inn. It's by Valerie Bowman, and it was also a Kindle Unlimited read. I needed a little fall spice. I started 11/22/63 in September, and I needed a palette cleanser to read while I'm reading 11/22/63. I really did enjoy this book. It's a 3-star for me. It's a cute little small town romance, childhood friends to lovers. So stinking cute. They basically are there to put on this whole farm festival, save the farm, and the Honey Orchard Inn is like the bed and breakfast, and it's really cute. It's so cute. I ate it up. 3-star. It's a really quick read. I would recommend. And with that, that is all of my September reads. I had so many good books that I read in September that I feel like I won't be able to read that many in October. I had such a good month of reading. I had 4 or 5-star books in this month, and I just don't think I will be able to keep up with that. I really am not a very harsh critic, so I feel like majority of the books I read I like. Anyways, I hope this video kind of gave you some inspiration on what you should read this fall. I'm always looking for a good book recommendation, so tell me what you read and you loved in September down below. I'll see you on the next one. Happy reading.